Hi. Um, this video is on sickness. I just wanted to let you know some of the sicknesses that happen with the devil. And one of the sicknesses happen is high blood pressure. They can blow on your back and they can make your blood pressure go up. They can do something with your heart. They can grab your heart. They can touch your heart with the darkness. They can make it beat real fast. They can cause the blood pressure to go up. They can cause anxiety by grabbing the heart because the thing grabbed my heart. The devil did. He grabbed my heart and he made me woke up. I woke up out of my sleep. Sorry, I woke up out of my sleep because he stuck his hand inside my heart and grabbed it. He stuck his hand inside my chest and grabbed my heart. Um, the other thing he did is that he worked on my foot and he kept me from healing as fast because something like not heat, but something else like some sort of not right, but like when you think of energy, like you can feel the energy of the sun or you feel the energy of cold. This is like some sort of energy, and you can feel it on the foot. And so I felt that on my foot, and he was like working on it, and my veins were mangled. My veins were like rickety, crooked. And my foot, my Achilles heel wasn't healing that great. It was taking a long time for it to heal. My eyes bulge. He made my eyes bulge. He shifted my jaw. Bulging eyes can be a illness. My lips were chapped here. That hurt. He was trying to stop my hair from growing by blowing on it. He pumped me for darkness in my chest, and I would feel mintiness. That was also causing me anxieties. My heart was beating a little faster. I remember my heart was beating kind of fast. He he made my hands from he stopped my hands from bleeding. So when I cut myself, the blood wasn't coming out. It was more like just there was no blood there. And so when I accidentally cut myself, I noticed that my nails stopped growing when I went to the nailery. Past the 2 weeks, it wasn't growing because the nails weren't coming out, and they weren't coming out like you didn't show the growth wasn't showing, and so it looked like I had just gotten my nails done, but I didn't. It was like a month later, and so it was a long time. It was long enough for me to notice that my nails weren't growing. The other thing was that he did something with my forehead, but I can't remember. He caused confusion in me. He took my memories, Alzheimer's, confusion. People have confusion. That's an illness. He, I want to say he might have hit. Oh, he hit my hand, the back of my knee, which is like some sort of, I don't know what it was, but he plucked it, and I would feel him plucking it, and sometimes he would hit it, and sometimes he wouldn't, and so that would ache, and like not ache. When he hit it, it made me scream. It made me stop. It made me scream when he plucked it, and he did it in the front too. He plucked something in the front, inside my leg, that would cause a lot of pain. My hands, I want to say, well, I don't know if the dryness came from that, but I had dry hands, and I don't use lotion all the time. But I started to have really, really dry hands, so he did the lips, but I'm not sure about the hands. But my hands were really, really dry at one point, I believe. I'm trying to remember. Um, Another one was anxiety. It was dizziness, dizzy spells. I had dizziness, and so he caught me in line one time, and he was talking to me because they talk like regular people, and he was talking to me, and I was ignoring him because I had to ignore him because you don't talk to them, and I got dizzy spell, and I knew he did it because I wasn't talking to him. I had elevator syndrome. I realized that he caused the elevator syndrome. I was heavy, which made me feel lazy. So I would walk, and sometimes I would feel light, and then sometimes I wouldn't feel light. I would feel heavy. I would sit on something, sit down, and I would notice that I would sit. It was like I was sitting deeper like I was sitting deeper or something like that, or heavier, which made me not want to get up. Like I wanted to get up, but I didn't. And then when I walked, I dragged. He made me sluggish or something. he he would like something he did. Oh well, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. Oh, he would make me anxiety. He would make me hungry when I have to pray at the church, and so when I would have to go to prayer, I would get hungry. I would get really hungry, and so that messed with my focus because I was thinking about um, getting over this hunger, and I just eaten. He caused me to zone out, so I would be zoning out like people daydream. All of a sudden, I wouldn't be daydreaming. Then he would cause something to happen, which would make me daydream, which would make my eyes misfocus, like you go into a daydreaming, and so that would happen to me. The other thing is he would make me weak by stealing the energy from out my ear and stealing the energy from my hands and my feet. He would Another thing he did, oh, he would make me see double numbers. That's not a sickness, though. Triple numbers, I meant, but that's not a sickness. He would cause me to be, I want to say mesmerized. I would stare. Because I would come out to the garden and I would be mesmerized. And so I want to say he might have did that, but I'm not sure. Um, the other thing is, I I know the anxiety was caused for that. The anxiety, the high blood pressure. Oh, my speech. He was messing with my speech. He caused me to be hoarse longer. He would like um, do something inside here, like with the E. He had a wand, and I know he had a wand. He used that to cause me to have coughing spells. And then, so when I was upstairs sleeping, he used it as a tactic to hurt me. He made me black out. When I was doing things to fight him off, um, I was like doing things to fight him off, like to try to keep him from hurting me. He got angry one day. He got angry at me twice, like really angry. Not angry, it wasn't anger, it was like I pissed him off. And he made me black out. Twice I blacked out when I was going to bed because I was conscious. And I saw that he got angry and he made me black out. So it was like 1 minute I knew what was going on. I was in the bed when this happened. Next minute I didn't. I was like, he blacked me out or something. Because I had the recorder up to my ears and I was trying to keep him from messing with my thoughts. Not my thoughts, because they're not my thoughts, but I was trying to keep him from messing with me. And so I was trying to train myself to do something. And he didn't like it, so he made me black out while I was sleeping. This didn't happen during the day. It only happened when I was in the bed. He also, I told you he made my nerves, not my nerves, it was my veins. The other thing he did was, he caused the colds. He would cause drafts. He would cause the coldness in the room. He would also cause drafts. So he was aiming to make me sick, catch a cold, so he can keep me coughing. And so I guess that's a tactic. But I know he was doing it. He was making me cold. I know he caused. I said the elevator thing, throwing up. And so I would have the urges of throwing up. And so I knew he was doing that. And so I liked something. He could make me throw it up after I ate it. And so I would try to rebuke the throwing up. So I knew he did that because he had been talking to me. And so I just kind of knew the things he was doing. I kind of knew the patterns of the things he was doing after a while. He, other things that he did that was a sickness was, I don't know about stomach ache, if he caused stomach aches or anything, but I know that he caused things with the heart. He caused that. The neck, I'm talking my forehead, my nose. He did do, like my nose, I felt as though my nose changed, the shape of my nose changed. And I want to say something happened with that, like maybe I could have stopped breathing in the one nostril, but I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure. So I don't want to say that one. I'm not sure. My eyes bulged out a little bit more. He caused my eyes to bulge. He caused this to go up. And so the teeth, all I can say is the shifting of the jaw. That's it. And I'm not quite sure exactly what that did at that time. I didn't know. All I know is that my jaw shift. So maybe it does do something that has something to do with the sickness. Maybe, maybe. My shoulders aren't as bad as they were. Um, but that's a guess. The other ones I knew that he did. So I'm only going to tell you what I know. With my eyes, I know it was sleepiness. It was misfocus, which caused you to go into daydreams. Um, oh, breathing. Well, that's the heart. So I can't say that. That's the anxiety, the hoarseness, the taste. I want to say he messed with, but I can't remember. So I'm trying to remember some things so I can help people. So basically, what I told you is the things that I absolutely knew did happen. In my spine. He touched my spine, or something. Like he touched it, and all of a sudden, like I kind of froze in place for a second. He touched inside or something, and I froze. And so I know he did that, and I know that he touched. He tried to. I can't say that one. Those weren't sicknesses, but the spine one was a big one because I froze. The sleepiness was a big one because people think there's something wrong, and the healing is a big one because people wonder, and that's it. And so that's what I remember. Those are associated with sicknesses. High blood pressure is a big thing. People take high blood pressure medicine. They're blowing on your back to make your blood pressure rise. So maybe, so you have to figure this stuff out. And so you have to figure this out. Like, you have to pay attention, ask God to reveal it to you, because you can fight that. You don't have to take a pill for it, but you need to fight. So let's just say that I'm not the individual, I'm not you, but if you're aware of what's going on, you probably won't be taking those pills and those medicines. You need to be aware, so you need to talk to God and ask him, let you know, see if this is something that's a spiritual thing, that's happening to you, and not really that your body is breaking down or suffering in a different way. So I just wanted to share with you the things that happened to me, and hopefully it helps you. Thanks.